exactly. What are your first impressions here? Have you been to this part of the world before?
I've never been to the south of France, and I pretty much never want to leave. It's so beautiful. I can't get over how blue the water is. Like, I'm loving it here.
So what did you know about this particular festival? Did you know a lot about this international TV festival?
Nothing.
Before?
I didn't know anything. As soon as they sent the invitation, I started Googling it.
And then how did you prepare?
How did I prepare? I prepared by bringing a lot of clothes. The itinerary included a lot of nighttime events, so I bought lots of clothes.
I feel like that's the
As you
toughest
do.
part of coming here. It's so great, but it's the packing.
It is. Oh man, I brought 3 suitcases, which I think is the most I've ever traveled with.
You never know. Like in Monte Carlo, you never prepared.
I feel the same way. You have to be prepared. I wasn't sure. 2 weeks ago, it said it was going to be cold and rainy here too. So,
You gotta be ready. Well, this must be so fun for you to be part of such a great show, such a fan favorite show. What has your experience been like so far with the fans?
the fans of The Flash have been absolutely amazing. They've been so passionate about the show and so vocal. I love that people care so much.
Do they give you thoughts on what they want your character? I know it's adapted from comics, but do they give you suggestions on where they hope the storyline goes?
Yeah, I think people give suggestions. More than anything, fans want answers. They wanted to know who Zoom was. They want to know who the Man in the Iron Mask is. They want to know what's going to happen in season 3. So that's the questions I get most often.
So renewed for season 3. Do you have any? You probably don't know a lot that's going to be happening. Is there anything that you hope will happen with the characters or the storyline?
Don't know anything about season 3 yet, but I'm excited. We're only a few weeks away now from starting back into production, so I can't wait. Do I have any hopes? I mean, end of season 2 was a huge cliffhanger, so I'm really anxious to see what it means because Barry ran back in time and changed everything. So, my big pitch is always that it means that Caitlin and Ronnie are happily married and no drama and that sort of thing.
Let's do that. For season 3. So you'll get the scripts then just days before? Or?
I mean, right now the writers have had a little bit of time to get a head start on the next season, so hopefully we'll get them a week or 2 before, but it can come as soon as a couple days before when we're in production. At the end of the season, everyone's running behind, so sometimes it's the day or so before. And we always do a table read too, so it's tough.
How fun too to be on a network now. We have 4 shows, superhero shows.
It's crazy.
And Supergirl there. What has that been like? Shooting in Vancouver and having sort of this family, this comic book.
It's great. I feel very lucky. When I first came up to work on The Flash, Katie Cassidy welcomed me with open arms, and she was like, she just showed me around Vancouver and really helped me find my way and get settled. And Jennifer Morrison, who films up there as well, has been incredibly generous. I always text her, I'm like, where do you go for a good vet in Vancouver? And so she's an expert as well. So I feel lucky to have women like that who've welcomed me so much. I sort of try and pay it forward. As new shows come, particularly the girls from Supergirl, I was like, if you have any questions, I'm here to help. So it's been nice. It's crazy how much actually films in Vancouver now.
Are you looking forward to I understand there's going to be probably a big crossover episode with all 4 of them. You probably don't know much about that yet, but is that exciting?
I know, I'm useless. I don't really know that much about season 3 yet, including their crossovers, but I'm excited for the potential. I can't believe the way they've been able to pull it off, particularly last year, having Legends characters start coming in with The Flash and Arrow. So this will be 4 shows next year, so I wish them luck.
Well, finally, talking to a lot of you guys here at this festival this year, and social media, and that so that sort of influence on your character. What is that like to be part of a hit show and have such access, such close access to fans through Twitter? And
it's great. Again, social media is great. It's an opportunity for the fans to communicate with us, and they are very passionate, so they make sure to make their thoughts and opinions heard. But it's nice because, for example, I was here today and we've been running around and I didn't get as much time to spend with the fans as I wanted, but I could tweet them and say, I'm coming back later, I didn't forget.
That's a good thing. I know
it is.
Still connected them.
It's nice, yeah, so they don't just think I'm rude and blowing them off.
Well, fun. So your take so far on the Monte Carlo Television Festival, do you see the importance and what makes it unique?
This festival is wonderful and so unique and such a nice opportunity. I feel like it really celebrates television in all of its various forms. it's a little different than anything we have in the States. It's not the Emmys where it feels like a competition. Here it feels very warm and welcoming, and everyone's excited to see everyone, even though it is the other side of the world.
Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
excellent.
Thank